What is up, YouTube? This is the ZTP Gamer coming back at you with another video. Now, if you're like me and you work on computers and you have spare computers around, you have a lot of spare parts, and the one thing you do not want is that anything get damaged. Especially your CPUs. Now, CPUs come in all different shapes and sizes, but I will be focusing on just keeping your CPUs out of harm's way. Now, this is a relatively cheap way of doing this, and it was an idea that just kind of came to me. I'm pretty sure there's probably a version of what I'm going to show you on the internet, but other than that, I'm going to go ahead and give you the rundown of the parts that I use to make these little CPU cases, and let's just get to work then. Alright, so we have the parts here ready to make our CPU cases. I'll just go ahead and go through them real quick. First thing you're going to want is this bag of tight fit open cell or whatever. It's basically like adhesive like stuff for drafts and walls, and then you're going to need a pair of scissors. It doesn't have to be relatively sharp, and a Game Boy game case. Now you probably can pick up a lot of these. I picked up a lot of 10 of them for like under $5, I think it was on eBay. And there I am fidgeting around with it. So, and you're going to want to open up this way, so then that way you can get your CPU easily in and out. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start running our foam out of the bag. It comes in a spool-ish kind of thing. So, you're going to want to get it all out. So there's the thickness of it. It's relatively soft. So the best way that I measured them was to go from end to end on the Game Boy case itself. So I go ahead and tighten this down, give it to the length of the Game Boy case, and I forget that I'm right-handed, not left-handed. So we're gonna remeasure from end to end of the Game Boy case and take our scissors and give it a quick snip. And then we're gonna do this 5 more times, so we have 6 strips to go along the bottom of the case. So after you have your 6 strips, it don't matter that they're kind of like slanted or whatever when you get them all ready, because we're going to be peeling them all anyway. After you get your 6 cuts all ready to go ahead and put those to the side, and then you're going to grab your Game Boy case, flip it open. And yeah, I can't open stuff with a crap. Alright, so we're going to get it all lined up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the strips, peel our adhesive off, and I'm going to be fighting with this for a while. And the whole plan is that we're going to take all 6 strips and we're going to lay them down on the bottom side of the Game Boy case. And don't worry about making mistakes. You can easily peel this off. It's not really that hard to pull off, but once it's sitted in there, it's going to sit. So you just line it up. Try to push it toward the closest of the edges you can. And just give it like a quick push, and then like keep pulling it from the other side, and then just run your finger up. And then there you go. And you're going to do that 5 more times. Just keep the edges close to each other, and you should have a mostly covered base. Alright, there we go. There is the finished product. So now we got it all laid out, and we're going to grab our AMD processor that has the golden pins, and I'm going to show you that they're all straight, and then you can just sit it on top and it will not move. The gold pins will hold themselves in with the foam, and I'll give it a quick shake to show that yeah, that processor ain't going nowhere. And these are the ones I previously have done already. You can get really fancy with these things. I mean, I have a label maker, so I go ahead and label out the which processors they are and their maximum gigahertz and what socket. Well, this one I didn't put down, but I'll put their socket types down. And here's an open view of them. They're sitting right into the foam. the gold pins will be holding them in place, and you won't have to worry about your pins getting bent or at all. And that should pretty much wrap this video up. I had a lot of fun making this because I've always had spare CPUs around, and I've always been worried about bending pins, especially on AMD processors. Other than that, I mean, I really hope that you guys find this informative. I did find one flaw in this system. I have a 1156, an LGA 1156 processor that still like shakes loose in the case, but you know, I mean, it's a gold pad one. I really haven't found a good way of stabilizing it, but I will do a follow-up video if I do find a good way to seat those kind of processors that have the gold pads versus the gold pins. The whole point of this build was to have the gold pins hold the processor into place, but the foam is keeping the pins from getting bent. So other than that, I mean, this is my first like DIY video, or DIY, and you can tell I'm probably nervous as crap. But yeah, other than that, if you guys want to see more videos like this, you know, give me a thumbs up, you know, give me some comments, leave me some criticism or whatever in the comments wherever. And other than that, this is the ZTP Gamer, Randy, signing out, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.